Don't forget to like, comment if you've ever caught feelings during your morning commute, and subscribe for more African love stories set in unexpected places. Every morning at 7:23 a.m., the Central Line carried secrets, and one of them was folded in a note, tucked quietly inside a canvas tote. Achieng never noticed him at first. To her, mornings were war zones. Cramped platforms, late trains, sweaty backs, and silence so loud it could crush you. She'd plug in her earphones, scroll through her emails, and wait for Oxford Circus to arrive. But Tunde noticed everything. The way she adjusted her headscarf just before the train arrived. The way she pressed her lips when she read her texts. Her laugh, even though he'd only heard it once, by accident, when someone on the train slipped and she giggled. She was from somewhere. Sunny, he could tell. Kenyan, maybe. She had that proud Nairobi walk. Long strides, chin high, eyes scanning the world, like she had places to be and empires to run. He, on the other hand, was a quiet boy from Pekum, Yoruba. 21st, studying architecture. Always had ink stains on his fingers from sketching station arches in his notebook. And he'd fallen in love, hopelessly, helplessly, with the girl who never looked his way. So he did what any shy Nigerian boy raised on Nollywood dreams might do. He wrote small notes, short poems, scribbled confessions, folded tightly. No name, no pressure, just paper dreams. And every few mornings, when the crowd pressed tight and she wasn't looking, he dropped them gently into her tote bag. He watched as she dug in later for her lip balm, or charger, or tissue, and paused, puzzled, pulling out a note instead. She'd read it, pause, then smile. That smile, that was his reward. Weeks passed, then months. She started looking around the carriage more. Subtle, curious, like she was searching. But he always kept his distance. He didn't want to ruin the mystery. Until the Thursday, everything changed. It was raining. The train was late, and the platform was more crowded than usual. Achieng was already annoyed. Some guy had elbowed her. Her umbrella had flipped inside out. Her coffee had spilled on her sleeve. And then she reached into her bag and pulled out another note. But this one wasn't like the others. I see you every morning, and my chest forgets how to behave. If I don't say something soon, I'll regret it. Look up. I'm 3 steps behind you. Her heart kicked. Was it a joke? A prank? She turned slowly, suspicious eyes scanning the crowd. Her gaze met a few blank faces. A teenage boy, a white woman in a beige coat, a man in a hoodie, and then him, Tunde, tall, dark-skinned, twists poking from under a cap, bag slung across his chest, holding a sketchbook awkwardly against his chest like a shield. Their eyes locked. No turning back. She stepped forward. You? She asked. He blinked. Me? You're the one leaving these notes? Tunde swallowed. Yes. Silence. The train whooshed past them. Wind in their coats. London life moving too fast to care. But for a moment, They were still. "Why didn't you say anything?" she asked. "I didn't know how to. I thought you'd think I was a creep. And instead you decided anonymous paper confessions were less creepy." He laughed nervously. "Apparently not." She looked at him closely. For the first time, he had kind eyes and shaky hands, and something in his face that said, "I mean every word I wrote." "Next train's in 2 minutes," she said. "If you're brave enough, sit next to me and talk." That train ride was unlike any other. He learned her name, Achieng. She was 23, studied biomedical science. Kenyan, just like he'd guessed. Grew up in Kisumu, moved to London at 14. She hated the cold, loved avocado toast, listened to Burna Boy and Nina Simone in the same playlist. He told her he was Yoruba, a final year architecture student, obsessed with clean lines and messy people. He showed her his sketchbook. She showed him her laugh, the full version this time. By the time they got to Holborn, they were already swapping Instagram handles. At Liverpool Street, she asked for his number. At Mile End, she touched his hand. And by Stratford, he was hers. For the next few weeks, the central line became their secret garden. He drew her in charcoal, in pen, in the margins of his notebook. She wrote him playlists, sent voice notes in Swahili, made him jollof with coconut, which he claimed was sacrilege, but still finished every bite. They didn't always sit together. Sometimes they stood shoulder to shoulder, talking about dreams and disappointments. Sometimes they argued about food, about family, about whether the circle line was better than the central. It wasn't. But every ride ended with a smile, and sometimes a kiss in the tunnel light. But love, even train track love, isn't always smooth. One rainy Tuesday, she didn't show up. No message, no explanation. Tunde waited, hoped, even looped around on the train 3 times. Nothing. Later that night, she texted, "I need space. I like you too much. It's scary. I'll explain soon." He stared at his screen for hours. The world blurred. Days passed. The central line felt colder. He still showed up, just in case. Sketched empty seats. Wrote unsent notes. People came and went, but not her. Until one Thursday, exactly 1 month later, she reappeared. Same scarf, same fire in her eyes. But this time, she was the one holding a folded note. She walked up, handed it to him, said nothing, just turned and walked into the train. He opened it. I panicked. I've never felt this safe with anyone. That scared me. But love shouldn't feel like fear. So here I am, ready to ride again. If you are. He ran into the carriage, heart pounding. She was sitting by the window. He slid into the seat next to her. Didn't say a word, just held her hand and smiled. Fade out. 2 blind confessions. because sometimes love arrives quietly between Stratford and Oxford Circus, folded in a note, written in hope and sealed with courage.